Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are making a tropical creamy ice cream. It's all summer vibes. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment and share. For the ingredients, you're going to need 500 milliliters of fresh cream or cream. Then you're going to need some frozen summer fruits. These have pineapple, papaya, berries, strawberry, all mixed in one. And then we have a tin of condensed milk. The method is pretty simple. What you want to do is take those frozen fruits and put it in a bowl, a jar or whatever, and blend them really well. If they are not blending because they are super frozen, you can splash a little bit of water, like a teeny bit amount, but you should be able to blend them properly. And then just blend until you have some sort of an iced puree or a sorbet kind of a mixture. This is a little bit tedious to do with a handheld blender, but if you have those proper blenders it should go pretty fast. But with these handheld blenders you really need to be patient. I even had to change mine and use the other one that I have because this one was just not working, but patience will give you the results that you want. So the consistency that you want is like so. It's sort of like a puree, a very nice icy puree. From that, you just want to work on an ice cold bowl so that the things don't start melting and become funny. So an ice cold bowl, I just chill mine in the oven, and to that you're just adding that 500 milliliters of cream, and the cream as well, I did chill it in the freezer for like an hour to make sure that it is cold. It just helps the cream froth a little much better when it's colder. So with a handheld whisk jigima bob, you want to take it and whisk at the lowest speed there, and then you will gradually increase to the highest speed that they have. As long as it's not splashing all over the room, it's perfectly fine. So with your hand mixer, just keep going and going until you see soft peaks. So you just want to have a nice cloudy cream, not too soft, not too stiff. If you let it become too stiff, you might over mix it and it starts separating. So soft peaks are perfect. So I whisked this for like about 5 to 6 minutes, something like that, but just until you see soft peaks and it starts holding some shape, it's perfectly fine. Now to that beautiful cloud of cream that you've just created, you are directly going to add your cream, your condensed milk in there, and you add it in 2 additions or 3 or 4, but just gradually add it and keep mixing. Please remember to subscribe and join the AT Nation. We are almost at 7,000 subscribers. Mix, mix, mix. Patience, patience, and just a lot of mixing. You can see that beautiful cloud of cream and condensed milk. You can eat it right away like this. Now once everything is mixed, you just want to take that fruit mixture and add it to your cream and your condensed milk mixture and whisk it in. You can use a spoon to like mix it in properly. Then you have like your ice cream done and dusted. But if you are like me and I love things that look a little bit pleasing to the eye, you can add a few drops of a food coloring of your choice. I decided to go with a pink that matches the pinkish color I got from the berries in this cream. So you can add a few drops of that food coloring, but it's really unnecessary. It will still taste as brilliant and as gorgeous. And with the fruits as well, you can choose any type of fruit that you want. A mango one is really banger, so do try that out as well. And be sure to tag me on my Instagram page if you do try any of these. So here we're just adding a few drops of electric pink just to give the ice cream a little bit of color, but without the food coloring. Is still perfectly, brilliantly as good. So now you just want to grab a big enough bowl to add that mixture in for freezing. I used a glass casserole dish, but anything, you can even use an old ice cream container, perfectly fine. So just add everything in there and seal it properly. Sealing is very important. As you know, these homemade ice creams don't have any preservatives that prevent microorganisms from growing in your food. So you really need to seal everything properly to preserve their freshness. To start off the sealing, I used some cling film to sort of like wrap around this entire container, and then I followed it up with some foil, some tin foil, and it was good to go into the freezer. I froze mine for a little bit over 24 hours, but if you leave it overnight, it should be perfectly fine. You can just open it up and see if it is frozen, then it is ready to enjoy. And we are all done. It's ready to enjoy. Like I said, I left it for over 24 hours and it was like ice rock. But you can just leave it at room temperature for a few minutes and it should be able to be scoopable at some point. So just scoop it up, enjoy it. All things good. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And thank you very much for watching. Bye. Until next time. You can catch up on the rest of the content that I have on this YouTube page. You can also follow me at Cooking with ANZA on Instagram. Bye.